The Steel Timber Sports Midwest Regional 2013 continues. Matt Koger and Jason Lentz came into today's event heavily favored to take the 1 and 2 positions. And halfway through the competition, the predictions looked to be accurate. Just over their shoulder, a 33-year-old forester, Adam LaSalle, is trying to advance after falling short last year.
Adam LaSalle, if he's going to break free from that logjam, if he's going to move himself away from the rest of that mid-pack group, what disciplines will he do that in?
He needs to get more points in the chopping events because we know how solid LaSalle is in the single buck. This guy can tear it off. He could win the single buck with a good cut. He has the ability. He came out of Paul Smith's, the best competitor to ever come from a school where 10% of the athletes try out for the timber sports team. He's the best competitor to come out of Paul Smith's, and he needs to prove that today. He needs to establish that he deserves to be here.
First heat of the single buck here, two guys that are hungry for ram points. Matt Marks currently sitting in 4th place overall. Adam LaSalle currently in 3rd. Both of these guys capable of some show-stopping time.
And he's exploded into it. This is the Adam LaSalle from Paul Smith's College that we know. He's tearing it apart.
I tell you what though, Dave, look at stand number 1, Matt Marks. He's sucking the nose of that saw all the way back in. Now he's getting a little heavy on the heel.
There it is, Adam LaSalle taking the heat unofficially 15.74, which would put him ahead of Matt Slingerland, who's posted the fastest time of the year out of the Southern Regional Qualifier. Adam LaSalle making the comeback.
This next heat of the single buck, James Hartley is finding himself in a rough situation, 7th in ram overall point. Jason Lentz currently in 2nd. He's not just buying saws off J.P. Mercier, he's going up and training with J.P. Mercier. It's a very Mercier sawing style.
And you can see on the pull, he's pulling the nearwood. Look at the nor'easter and chips pulling out of it, coming right at that left leg, and he's attacking the farwood at the 11-second mark. This is going to be a lot closer than we think, and it's not going to happen. Adam LaSalle is still in the lead by a full second. That's 2 competitions in a row. LaSalle has bested Lentz.
Adam LaSalle wins the single buck and jumps into a tie for 1st place with Jason Lentz. With saws put away now, competitors reach for their $350 racing axes attached to their favorite handles.
The handles that we use in racing axes are all American hickory. The handles themselves are from the white part of the hickory tree, usually in a younger tree, which is, believe it or not, stronger than as the tree matures. These younger trees, they produce white hickory handles that are perfect for wood chopping.
But Matt Koger is bringing it in the backside of this log.
There's different regions, as you would know, of hickory. We just talked to a competitor who bought an axe handle that came from Minnesota, said the quality was not what we were finding in the southern region. We've seen competitors in competitions, their axe handles will crack. You can't risk it. You go with a heavier handle that you know is going to make it through the race.
Looking for that last fiber, Dave Jewett.
A competitor's axe handle is just like a baseball player's baseball bat, a cricket player's cricket bat. It's all personalized. In other words, the handles are basically the same length, but how thick we make them, how big we have the pistol grip at the bottom, how thick we have it up through the shaft of the axe itself is all custom. The great thing about the American hickory handles are that these things last forever. My father has an axe that he got in 1950. It has the exact same handle that came with it from the factory. And so as long as you take care of them, they will last as long as the steel will.
The battle for the top continues, and all eyes are on the childhood friends, Lentz and Koger, as they square off in the underhand.
Look at the monster slab that just came off of Matt Koger's block, and he's going to wind it up. I think he's going to win this event. He just put 2 down hits in the back. He's not going to do it in 16 seconds like he did last year, but it's going to be darn close. And look at this, it's disgusting.
Koger has solidified his spot in the championship, but for others, their fate rests on the throttle of a 60-horsepower machine.